Hello friends, US President Donald Trump thought he could dominate India through trade power. But now India is taking steps to give a counter blow through that same trade. India is challenging the dominance of the US dollar. The Reserve Bank of India is trying to make the Indian rupee stronger. Donald Trump had previously expressed the same concern and issued a warning to India saying, "You are reducing the dollar's dominance, I'll impose 100% tariffs, I'll destroy you." And when discussions about BRICS nation introducing their own currency emerged, Trump literally roared. He said, "If you bring that BRICS currency, I'll push a mountain of tariffs on all of you." But now, India is saying, "We don't care what you do. We don't know about BRICS currency, but we have decided to strengthen our rupee." Friends, the RBI has taken a bold step, and this step will now support international trade in rupees. It is making efforts so that payments for global purchases can be done in Indian rupees. For this, it has given complete freedom to open something called Vostro accounts. You will get to know about these special Vostro bank accounts and their importance. Later in this video, we will explain everything. But before that, let's know more about this news. Not only opening Vostro accounts, but RBI has also allowed direct investment from these Vostro accounts in rupees in Indian assets. Friends, through these steps, India is directly trying to counter the dollar or the dominance of the American dollar, at least in trades with friendly nations. So what exactly is a Vostro account? Will this help reduce the dollar's influence in India's trade? Will rupee usage increase in our international transactions? Is this RBI's plan to globalize Indian rupee? What are the limitations to this? To the idea of globalizing Indian rupee? And why? Friend, why every country wants dollars? Why every country wants to keep their Forex, foreign exchange reserves in dollars? Why dollar dominates? What is the power of dollar? Let's understand everything in this today's video. It's a complex topic. I will try to explain it as simple as possible. Please stay with us till the very end. Don't miss a part. RBI's challenge to the dollar. Friends, even with Trump's tariff threats, the RBI, Reserve Bank of India, has hit back at the dollar. RBI has announced two revolutionary decisions to increase the use of rupees in global trade. The first decision, make Vostro accounts more popular. The second, make use of the money in those Vostro accounts. Let's see the first decision. From now on, foreign banks will not need RBI's permission to open special Vostro accounts, SRVA accounts in India. This means one more bureaucratic hurdle is gone. Things are now a bit freer. So what is a Vostro account? In banking language, a Vostro account is a type of account that a foreign bank maintains in an Indian bank. For example, if a Russian bank has an account in SBI, State Bank of India, that is called a Russian Vostro account. Instead of using foreign currencies, trade can be done directly in that country's currency through such accounts. Take the example of India-Russia trade. Suppose a company in India wants to export tea powder to Russia. The tea is shipped. Now, payment needs to be done, right? The Russian trader has to pay the Indian company. But how will they do it? Currently, the global method works like this. The Russian trader first converts their rubles into US dollars. Then they pay the Indian company in US dollars. The Indian company then converts these dollars into rupees. But what happens because of all this? Extra cost, delays in payment, fluctuations in exchange rates. Traders have to bear all these extra expenses and costs. But Vostro accounts avoid this problem completely. How? Because the Russian bank already has a Vostro account in SBI and with Indian rupees in it, this money belongs to the Russian bank, but it is in the form of Indian rupees and it is handled by an Indian bank. So when the Russian trader says to their bank, "See, I bought tea powder from this Indian company, now I need to pay them," So now Russian bank simply transfers money in rupees from its Vostro account in SBI to the Indian company. Similarly, when an Indian trader buys something from Russia, they can pay rupees directly into the Russian Vostro account. In this way, trade can happen without the dollar. Now RBI has allowed banks to open such accounts without asking for permission first. Earlier, according to an RBI order on July 11, 2022, Indian banks had to get RBI's approval before opening any foreign banks' SRVA or Vostro accounts in Indian banks. This caused delays and created obstacles for rupee-based trade. That is why now RBI has issued a circular removing this rule entirely. This will make the process of opening rupee accounts faster. But that's not all. This is only one step. There is another step which is even bigger. RBI has taken another bold step to make foreign banks keep more money in Vostro accounts. Investment in India. RBI has not only made it easier to open Vostro accounts, it has also allowed the money in those accounts to be invested in India. Why should they invest? Because there was a serious problem earlier in this system. Here what it is. Earlier, Russia was ready to trade in rupees. In fact, Russia and India were trading in rupees. Even Iran used to trade in rupees with India. But after they received rupees in their accounts, they didn't know what to do with them. Here is why. If trade between two countries is equal, it is fine. For example, if we buy 100 crore worth of oil from them, they buy 100 crore worth of goods from us, trade is balanced, no problem. But in reality, we buy billions worth of oil from Russia. We also buy defense equipment. We only buying. But Russia doesn't have much to buy from us, from India. So what happens here? Rupees just sit idle on their SRVA or Vostro accounts. This is exactly what happened with Russia and also with Iran. In 2023, Russian SRVA or Vostro accounts got $1 billion worth of rupees every month. And in 2024, it has increased dramatically. 25 to 30,000 crore rupees or nearly $4 billion every month into Vostro accounts. But what can Russia do with that kind of loads of money? We can't sell them vegetables or grains for that money. They grow all of that themselves. They are a huge country. They make almost everything they need, from daily essentials to big machinery. Even if they need some vehicles or food products or tech products or spare parts, they will buy it from China at a lower cost. China supplies everything at a competitive price. Russia is not even a huge consumer market either. It has only 14 crore people. That is just more than half of the population of our northern state Uttar Pradesh. So rupees are not very useful to them. That is why RBI has taken these steps now. Now think, why is the US dollar is so powerful? Why every country on earth loves dollar? Why everybody wants to keep their foreign exchange reserves in dollars? Because you can use it anywhere. Russia can use dollars to buy vehicles or chips from China or semiconductors from Taiwan. Any country in the world can use dollars to buy tech products, military equipment, gadgets, financial assets from any other country or simply from America itself. That is because America has built that level of economic power. The dollar has strong purchasing power. But if someone takes our rupees abroad, what will they do with them? This was the big question. RBI's new solution. Now let's understand RBI's second big step in the matter of Vostro accounts. Instead of letting this surplus money sit idle in those Vostro accounts, now foreign countries can now invest this money in India. Not anywhere, but in government securities like bonds and treasury bills. These are safe because they have government guarantee and the investors can earn interest. But not all the money can be invested freely. There is a limit. 30% of the Vostro account money can be invested in short-term bonds maturing within a year. The rest must go into long-term bonds. Why this 70-30 rule? Because otherwise everyone would put money only in short-term safe instruments which are maturing within a year. But friends, all said and done, dollar won't disappear overnight. The reason the whole world trades in dollars is because of trust in America's economy. America offers unmatched economic might. The dollar has huge purchasing power. Any country can print currency, but just printing currency won't help. They must back it with the confidence that their money has value. If tomorrow Pakistan, with massive debt, tells its central bank to print currency, you have paper, ink and press, right? Print. How much debt we have? Okay, print $20 billion worth of money in Pakistani rupees. Let's pay all the debt and be free. They can decide to do so, but who will accept it? People will just say, what the hell is this? Take this load of paper back and do the payment in dollars. Pakistan currency has very little purchasing power because its economy cannot produce enough goods and services worth that money. But the US dollar is at a completely different level. Even if America prints billions of dollars, countries still accept and store them in their foreign reserves because they know if needed, America can give value in return for those dollars. That is why most global trade happens in dollars. If we want the rupee to become global currency like the dollar, we can't just announce rupee is now global currency. Let's everyone trade in rupee. It won't work like that. We must make our economy stronger and more stable. We must maintain high, consistent growth. We must have a big share in global trade. We must produce goods and services that the world needs. If we can do that, then we can print rupees worth trillions and send them abroad. And another country returns them asking for fighter jets. We should have the power to actually supply those jets or whatever goods and service they are asking. When a country can do that, its currency automatically becomes a global currency. Otherwise, RBI's action of making WRO accounts easier and letting the money in WRO accounts to be invested in India, these kind of steps can help in an incremental way only. It won't make rupee a global currency. Friends, what do you think about this move? Please let us know your opinion on the comment section below. And if you like this video, please don't forget to like, share, and especially please don't forget to subscribe. Thank you so much. Let's meet again. Namaste.